Alright. Hopefully. Yeah, looks like everything's coming through. So hopefully you guys. Hey, Raw Man! Oh, look, I can see you in game. Hopefully you guys can see everything, hear everything. Whoa! VR! Yeah, so. I think this will be fine. I maybe want to find a way to, like. Look, while you're on TV or on VR. It'd be kind of nice if I could find a way to just like get that pinned there somewhere, like just in the periphery of my vision. But I don't know. I haven't fiddled around with it. This seems like it's probably good, but we'll find out. So this is Gadgeteer. Just basically a game about making Rube Goldberg machines, kind of dominoes and stuff. Okay, for a second I thought that had gone away. Also, I got this kind of annoying thing down here, but no, it's kind of useful to be able to see what time it is. So, let's just get right into it. I can kind of just drag myself around, which is why and use the joystick there to do that too, which is why this game works pretty well in a sitting form. So I am not going to do the tutorial because it's boring as shit, and we're just going to go right into puzzle mode. So, they basically throw you right into it. As you can see, we got this box here. Oops, shit. That box there, which is our starting point. I'm actually not sure how I hit that. And that box over there, that's our end point. So we've got to take some of these dominoes. We're going to be putting them along like this. To not do anything too spectacularly fancy. And we're just gonna get this stuff in like that, and then I could. Oh, just got a little bit of jerkiness there. Hit that button. Yay! So we are going to. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is. I'm not sure if this is convenient or not. Like behind that, which not too bad, but I just gotta keep checking. It's the only thing. I guess I could also. Let me. Hold on. I could also make it just not be hidden. Maybe that's easier, because then I can at least sort of just see it there. I don't know. We'll try it with that for now. See if that's any better. Although that's kind of disturbing because it's just over top of everything else. There's no getting blocked by. Yeah, that doesn't work. Let me turn that off again. Definitely better to have this hidden when not looking at the window. There we go. Alright. All good. So next level. So basically we've got this whole area. You can actually see all of the stuff that I've already done. Wait, did I don't remember going that far. Did I do? Oh, I guess I did do. Wait, did I beat this entire game in? Wait. I definitely. That's weird. Because I didn't beat this entirely on the desktop version. And yet everything is lit up here. That's weird. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like an apartment. But that's kind of weird. I don't know why everything's all lit up like that. Hold on. If I just go over here and okay, I mean I don't know. I'm not sure why everything oops shit. I'm not sure why everything's open. It shouldn't be. But whatever. We're just gonna keep going. Go to level 2. Whoa, also what happened with this? This is like not where I want it anymore. There we go. So I must have grabbed it by accident when I was placing blocks. So next up we're getting there to there. So we will not actually use that. We're gonna use a tall boy to knock us down this way. Whoa. Getting a lot of herky-jerky kinda stuff that I definitely didn't get when I was not streaming. So streaming is definitely having an impact on my VR experience to a certain extent, which is worth keeping in mind, I suppose, because I guess I never really didn't really have a I guess I could have tried recording while I was doing this, but I didn't, so I guess that's on me. So that's probably good enough. Sure was. Also, hopefully my voice is coming through good and clear, and the game isn't too loud. It didn't seem like it would be when I didn't seem like it would be too loud, rather, when I was just kind of testing stuff, but you know, hard to tell the stuff sometimes. Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever. Audio seems good for both voice and game. Excellent. That's oof. That was a little weird. Hold on. I think I want to get a slightly different angle on this. Where am I even going? Going all the way up there. So probably this next one I want to be a tall guy, who will then have to knock over this one that's right at the edge. Hold on, I gotta, oops, gotta put this at a slightly greater angle so that it doesn't pop up as much when I'm just interacting with my menu. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, fucking desk lamp is popping through my menu here. All right. So I can also use this right on the stick to start the button or start the thing, which is why I didn't actually have to physically hit that button. Let's get to the next level here. Oops. There's my turn. All right. Although I suppose I also could have just turned in real life, but at a certain point, it's a why bother kind of situation. So we have a couple possibilities here. They present you a couple choices. You got kind of a nice step down this direction, or a fucking ramp here. So let's just be bold. I think that should be, yeah, that'll work. Maybe not though. That's actually not quite an ideal angle there. Maybe something like that would be a little. There we go. That's a little bit better. So then from that, we can have a thing here that can get knocked down, and another one there. Another one there. This might actually need to be a little bit closer there. And that should be plenty. Fuck. Let's make some tweaks. There we go. That'll do. So yeah, this game, I don't know, I didn't really see anything about this game. I saw it on the store. It's like, huh, that looks neat. Then I watched the video. It's like, fuck, this looks awesome. So I bought it. It was $16 Canadian, I think. So probably, I don't know, it's probably like 15 American or something, or $16.99. And I started playing. It's like, holy fuck, this is super addictive. Like the starting levels here, these are obviously not that complicated. But like, especially as you start getting further, it's like just more and more. It just escalates. Everything escalates. So obviously I've played this before. That's what I'm getting at. So that obviously does change things to a certain extent here, but not enough that it matters, I don't think, because there's always different solutions to these kinds of things. And especially once we get into the like more complicated things where there actually are a couple different ways that you can do things, I will try and do them differently. So I guess one thing that's maybe not clear here is these blocks that have this like swirly effect on them. Those ones are frozen in place. I guess you can see my bunny ears that I'm doing. They're frozen in place, and so they're not affected by physics, whereas these guys, there, and this one up top, and this guy here, they are not frozen, and so they will actually be affected by physics. So we do that, and kaboom. Let's reset that just for good measure. And so now things are getting a little more wonky. They're just starting to show again. There's a lot of demonstrating mechanic. Why did that? Oh, hold on. I don't understand why this keeps getting adjusted like that. Yeah, I guess I'm going through this and it's like I know exactly what everything is, so I guess I should be trying to make sure. I guess that's pretty much the only mechanic that really isn't necessarily super obvious. The rest of it comes through pretty clearly. Oh, I think I just saw it get adjusted there a little bit. Oh well. So that's something I'm gonna have to keep in mind, is that my window can kind of get grabbed and readjusted. So anyway, what they're introducing here is they got frozen little houses here, but they got these rods essentially through the house that are not frozen. So what they're demonstrating is, hey, if you bonk that, it pushes it through on this side, transferring the force, which means I can continue my dominoes on this side. So what they want me to do, having set it up here to teach the one time, they want you to repeat here in a slightly different variation where it's much higher up. Although obviously we can just use a big guy here, a tall one. They want you to repeat the same kind of methodology to continue out this side. That's probably good enough. So let's just hook everything together here. Let's see. Oh, apparently I seemed like I bonked that little post there a little bit, but I don't know. Nothing came of it. Yeah, let's just see what happens there. Well, that was a failure. Oh, I guess what the problem is that I don't have enough direct force transfer happening there. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and so same thing here, is I just need a little bit more weight going onto this guy. I maybe actually want a tall one there. Ow, are you fucking kidding me? That worked, but it didn't hit the button. There we go. Alright, so then we're going from here, and we're going to there. Now, again, they present us with two, they actually demonstrate two options here. One, they have a block up top, which, why did that just go, like, to where my hand was? One, they've got a block up top, showing you, hey, you could knock one down that slope, and that would hit the button. You could go up that way. Or they demonstrate here, these tall boys that we can also set up, because they give us 5 of those, like, super generous people. I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, so the other thing is I can eject my my little attachment here. So that's my grabber attachment. This is the cloning attachment, which I don't really like. And that's our delete attachment, so a little vacuum cleaner. I'm just realizing I did this. I made a little bridge along here when I played this before. So I'm actually going to do the opposite, or the... Yeah, oh yeah, there's like, I think there's 50 different types of blocks total is what they say in the advertisement. And you can see there's things like balls and little funnels and buckets and shit. There's lots of really cool stuff. It gets really crazy once you start getting like out of this room. I'd say like once we get into the next room there, that's when things start getting kind of wacky. When we get over here into this little room, things are really fucking nuts. Kitchen is just like bullshit. And then this last, I'm just gonna spoiler alert, this is the last room of the game. Just this hallway here to that door. That's fucking awesome. It's not that difficult, but technically, it's a large contraption you have to make. Where was I? Here I am. So yeah, this game gets fucking crazy. Balls become a lot more important than these domino blocks as we go on, but so yeah, we're gonna go this way, and eventually we do get the ability to freeze blocks, like we saw in one of these other areas here before. I think it was down this way. We do get that eventually, but not yet. So I'm gonna put a thing there, which I think this guy should hit. I'll just test that. Yeah. Okay. And I think I should be able to get a block there. Perfect. Oh, okay. I actually didn't expect that to finish the level like that, but whatever. Alright, up next. Oh, this is our introduction to balls, so to speak. So what we've got, what you can see... Why did that just move? No thank you. Get over there. Except I actually don't quite want it at that angle. There we go. So what you can see is we got a ball here that'll go down this track, fall down into here, fall down there, hit the button. It's getting blocked by this guy here. Shit, where did my... How did you end up there? Okay, this is kind of buggy, so that's annoying. It seems like it grabs on sometimes randomly. Anyway, it's being blocked by this guy here, so what they want you to do, what they're trying to... Yeah, why did that grab? What they want you to do is just take some blocks, knock this shit out, and that's good. Boom, down we go, boom. Mission accomplished. Okay, here's where things start getting a little more wacky. I actually forgot that some of these things were a little wacky here. So now we've got a similar situation, but now there are 3 of those blocks in the way, and you can see they start like fanning out the things here. So we have to obviously continue that fan. Oh shit. You have to continue that fan and knock out all 3 of these things here. So that should do that one. Perfect, yes. I want to rotate a little bit just without moving in the real world. So now we want to get to that one. I'm not sure why they give us 2 of these tall guys, but whatever. So we're going to take that, we're going to do that. This isn't exactly the optimal placement angle here. Okay, that was good enough. I just wanted to make sure. So then they got this one on its side, which I think can make things a little awkward. I'm not sure how bad that'll be, but let's find out. If we do something like that, I think we'll have enough oomph, yeah, that it all work. Did I seriously? How did that not hit? Okay, yeah. So one thing that I do mention I think it's in the menu area. There's a sign that says like, keep in mind that the physics doesn't always work the same way every time. So, yeah, deal with it basically. So like that time, the first time you could see that didn't knock that thing out there, and then the next time it did without changing anything. So that's one little issue with this game. I do like to try and usually make my stuff. I usually try and make my stuff so that it works consistently. Like I try and make it fairly foolproof. But if it's an annoying level, like yeah, the physics are fucked. If it's an annoying level, I won't because fuck it. All right, what have we got here? We got a long situation where we've got two of these blocking things, and that's it. So I guess the only tricky bit is that it's kind of awkward to get over there. Why did my thing move? Stay over here. Okay, so step one, obviously, let's just knock this one out. Oh, this is an awkward angle. Let's get a little closer here. Whoa. Gotta keep my eye on chat just in case. The one downside of this is... Okay, so that is gone. Oh, that's right. So, yes. So one factor there is that if we don't hit this fast enough, that ball's going to fall off the side. Now, you can't do anything unless the blocks are all in their original placement. So I could do something like that, which is kind of cheating a little bit, but no, I don't think it's supposed to be that you're a robot. I think it's just these are sort of like the tools that you're using, and we can't see our hands. Because you can see over here, I think basically plot-wise is that you're playing as, I don't know, maybe it's this dude. You're playing as some dude, and your wife and daughter have disappeared. I guess your wife rather is Linda Ruberg, an awfully conspicuous name, who is a master of world chain reaction machines, and I guess in some way is associated with Kinergy Corp, which is presumably related to that thing over there. That thing on the ceiling, and this normal door, and also that thing over there. I'm not sure why everything is activated. I didn't finish this game on PC. Weird. Now where were we? I guess one downside is that you don't get to see. Is my mic still in place properly? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we were still doing this. You don't get to see these areas kind of opening up, which I guess is a downside, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe if we don't finish this today, which I don't think we will, but if we don't finish this today, maybe I'll do something about that, like reset it and then redo all these levels. Okay, so yeah, now we've got to get over here. If I was being lazy, is that tall enough? It is. If I was being lazy, I would just... So what they kind of want you to do, and I think what I actually did the first time, is build a little thing up here, knock a block down that way, and knock that block out on this side. But what I'm going to try... If I can get the angles right... I'm going to do something like that. Should be able to... Well, maybe this isn't what I actually want up there, but... No, actually, that could still work. It's not quite enough. I don't know if that's close enough for now. Nope. Well, I could do. Well, actually, hold on. Put that down there. This one over there also. Don't know if this is gonna be... Ooh, shit. I mean, I guess this isn't close enough, or if this doesn't have enough oomph, it did though. Okay, so now put that a little bit closer to that edge. Perfect. And we should be able to do something like that. Wait, what the fuck? Did that stay in place because of that block? Shit. Okay, well, I guess, like, all that being said, I guess I don't need that, since this seems to be fast enough to knock that out of the way. And there we go. Just leave that part there. Alright, let's move on to this level. So now, here we go. We get freeze mode. Boop. So now we got freeze mode on our button there. So as you can see, they've demonstrated, hey, look, you can make a bridge. You can't freeze things like arbitrarily in space, but if things are close to another block, you're good to go. So we want to unfreeze. I just did it that way instead of the same way that they did because that saves me some blocks. There's no, as far as I can tell, there's no like scoring system or anything in this game, but I also like to try and do things in the minimum number of blocks possible because that just seems like the challenge mode. So yeah, that was just, hey look, freeze mode. So where's this taking us? Okay, ooh, we got balls now. And as you can see, we also don't have a whole lot of stuff here. This is just introduction to balls 101, so to speak. So let's just get this here. Something like that. Problem is, if you fuck this up a little bit, it doesn't go, so you gotta be careful. It sure was. Alright. Next level. So here we're just looking at curves. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So I don't understand. It seems like no matter what, you're pretty much fucked pulling items out of this menu. Like, they always come out the wrong way. I don't quite understand what the... Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Nope. I'm trying to grab that. Yeah, I don't quite understand how the logic works on what you get in terms of directionality when you are pulling things out of your little toolbox here. Oh, it just seems kind of arbitrary. Alright, we want our freeze mode on. So, I don't know if there actually is a difference, but I always feel like these like metal rods make things go faster. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but obviously they can't catch balls as easily, but I feel like their real purpose is to make things go a little bit faster. Get real close here. Seems like it's probably good, right? Fuck. Just that a little lower. Fucking nailed it. Alright, what do we got next? So, thank you for the raid, Croy Martlark. That's a butt emote with a pickaxe. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. We're playing Gadgeteer, which is a weird Rube Goldberg kind of machine. Rube Goldberg machine kind of game. So we're trying to get from there to here. So let's do something here. Guess we're gonna use one of these corners. Fuck. Always takes those out of the menu. The wrong angle. Hey Croy, how's it going? Have you been playing VR stuff? Hey Furlon, is that a, yeah, that's an eye. So let's. God damn it! I grabbed the wrong thing. Trying to do some stuff here. It's annoying though because they don't give us any long bits. We just have to make. I don't know what the grab thing there is, like why it's such a hassle. So I guess I think I just moved my window a little bit there. I think I got to do a little bit of a zigzag out of here. Assume that's got enough oomph as well. Yeah. Seems like it. Fuck. Come on. Get a little bit of a slope on that just to help build up a little bit of speed. Fuck. 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 Come on. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, so just see how that's working. Yeah, that seems good. That got us some extra speed there. Exactly what we needed. Yeah, that's good. So I don't think, like, they give us these drop things. Maybe over here, but for now we're just gonna keep going with our existing track like this. Oops, shit, what did I just grab? Come on. There we go. Let's get a little bit. God damn it. Let's see if we can just... You don't need to get these perfectly lined up, so that's like probably good enough. Just see if that actually works. Oh, well. Good enough, I guess. Let's just call that good enough. Alright, what are we working with this time? Yeah, that was... I wasn't expecting that one to actually hit there. I thought I needed a little bit more ramp still. Looks like... Okay, so basically, we got a ball. We've got to knock this out down here to initiate that ball going over there. Let's see what we got to get that going. Is that long enough? That's long enough to bridge the gap here. So let's just get that placed. That's probably good enough. In fact, actually, we're probably just good with 2 of those. This is probably enough down here as well. I just gonna do a little bit of that. Boom. Nailed it. Alright, where do we have to go from here? Okay, so this one's getting a little... We're starting to get into things that are a little bit longer here now. Reminds me a bit of a pipe system. You need to connect A to B, and sometimes you have more than A and B, but also C. I assume pipe system is a game. I'm not familiar with it, but yeah. So sometimes there's a little bit. It gets more complicated. We're still in kind of the starter area of the game here, so they're really just getting us acquainted with the concepts. The frustration of crazy golf. Yeah, it is kind of mini golf-esque as well. I hadn't really thought about it that way, but yeah, it sort of is. Especially like when we get over there, things get a lot more crazy, and I'm not gonna spoil it because it gets real crazy. But yeah, it actually does have some elements of that as well. All right, so yeah, so we've got a new ball there, we got a new ball here. So ultimately, we are trying to... I do like just swiveling like that. That's very satisfying. We're trying to get this ball to hit here. So we'll just line that up. That's good enough. Thank you for the follow, someone. Sorry, I don't have my follow alerts in VR. I didn't think about that. Thank you for the follow, probably Croy or Light Pyro or someone, one of you. I would imagine. Thank you for the follow though. So that's that. So let's just start from this end again then. So here, oops, shit. Go with this light curve here. Just kind of throw that like that. In fact, I probably don't even need... I bet that's enough, honestly. Not quite. Not quite. Gotta reset things. Nope, not that one. Just trying to go for this one. That's probably not gonna actually do anything useful. Oh, it actually did. Okay. All right. So that has us rigged up that way. So if you look at this, how consistently does this go to the same spot? Pretty consistently. So what I'm thinking is that I don't necessarily need to actually make any track up on there. That's probably good enough. Yep, that'll catch it. So what we'll do is we'll take the other curve to just kind of balance things out a bit. Is that good enough? Look at that. Perfect. It was Croy. Thanks for the follow. I just got the email that came through there. Alright, so we are going from there to there. Weird that they have just kind of one block chilling here in the middle. I'm not exactly sure why that's there. All the fun of throwing marbles on the floor. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like I can do that, and it's like, oh no, I would have to go and get that in real life, or like the dominoes that, well, we haven't really had to be doing too much lately, but like, you don't have to set the dominoes up again, which is fucking fantastic. You just literally hit that button, that one there, and it resets everything, which is, yeah, our step on them, yeah, it rolls. Yeah, that, I guess the idea here is we use this ball to knock this over it. So this is now, God, my nose is itchy. This is now converting from ball energy into domino energy. So let's get this ball rolling, so to speak. That should be plenty. Actually good enough, yes, perfect. So let's do maybe, oops, we don't want that frozen. Maybe do two of these, and we'll do it. Well, I could do a really tall one. No, I don't need a really tall one. Just put that up there for now. Just kind of a medium tallness one. Then we'll do another medium tallness one. Let's get rid of this. And that should be. Hey, Kilgore Trout. Yeah, we're converting our ball energy, our big metal balls, into domino energy. All right, that should be good enough. Boom, boom. Should be good enough. Yeah, just got a little bit blocked there. I didn't have my block quite close enough. Let's move on to the next level. Oh, we got fun stuff now. We got a catapult. So, woo. So now we got ourselves a funnel. The funnel is the source of all fun. So realistically, we probably want that. The funnel is fucking huge, is the other thing. So you got a lot of margin for error here. So we're just gonna do that. Just watch this ball fly through our face. Perfect. So now we can harness the ball power there for our own purposes to get down there. Balls dropped perfectly into that. Alright. These always come out of that menu the wrong direction. I guess we want a bit of an angle here, because... yeah, perfect. Because we need to kind of loop around that way. Maybe we want to do a little bit of that. And then we'll do a tight curve here. And then we can probably just do another wide angle there. That's probably good enough. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's this game is just, I don't know, it's just so good. There's so many ways you can solve anything really in this. Like, yeah, obviously you need to do that. I bet, what did they give you? I guess you don't get any dominoes, so I guess you really only do have the one option on this. But you know, there's obviously a couple different ways I could have rigged this all together. Alright, what do we got going on here? Okay, so this one, we've got to get over there, which would normally open this door. Fuck, my nose is so itchy. Oh my god. It's so inconvenient to scratch my nose when I'm wearing this. So yeah, we got a ball up there. We got a ball up there. Starting here, we have to knock this down, and this is ultimately where we're going to be really playing the game. Let's just get this rigged. That should be plenty, I imagine. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's that. So now we got to get up there. That's the semi-tricky part. Thank you for the follow, Brunette Bruiser, I think is what I can peek through my nose piece. So yeah, we've got to get across here, basically work our way up there to knock that ball down, which is what we'll use to hit that thing there. So how are we gonna... do I need to go up there? I guess that's what I did when I played through this the first time. I went up there. Maybe I should not do that this time, I guess. Since that's what I'm trying to do, is just not do the same things. So let's go this way. We're gonna go down here. I should have enough pieces to do this, I think. So it gets... This is... I would say, like, this kind of distance... Sorry. This kind of distance from, like, there to there, that's kind of average beyond this point. You're from Quiet Stream, you were having dinner. No worries. That's kind of the average distance that you've got to cross. There's some stuff later on that gets more complicated. There are a few bigger areas, like this one. This is an entire area that is quite complicated. But generally they don't get too much bigger than this. Oops. They don't get too much bigger than this, but they do get more complicated. And like you have to use more things, and there's a lot more stuff you have to do with the Lurky Raiders. End up with many gift subs. What am I trying to say? Balls get a lot more complicated as we go on, basically, is I guess the gist of it. Let's see. So we're gonna go along this way, and also note to self: I need to make my alerts show up in VR for next time. I remembered to. I obviously figured out chat because it's like that's something I've got to consider in when I'm doing stuff like this. Like I won't be able to see my monitor, but I didn't think about alerts. Got to figure out how exactly. I guess I'd just have another window up above this one to show that stuff. So is that's good enough? I guess the other factor is I've got to actually. I can't stand a block on there. But, maybe I want to use a regular block here. That might have enough energy to... No, it doesn't. What if I had two stacked? Or what if, instead of doing that, left your PC on at work on a stream, you collected 2 gift subs before you realized in VPN to turn it off. Yeah, just lurking and like, hey, what's this? Just suddenly gift subs. So we're gonna actually freeze this here to use as a platform on which we can stack something, or rather, place a piece to go sliding down there. Then we can start doing this bullshit. Guess I don't. Yeah. So I guess in this situation I can use these. Maybe I want to actually should have used these pieces, but I can still use them. Do an intermediary thing there. Okay, so this will get us a little bit more distance here with less pieces. Perfect. So then we'll use this one. And we'll just come around the corner. We probably need to curve it a little bit more than that. Let's just make sure that works. Perfect. Okay, so we just need... Oops, almost grabbed my chat window there. Boop, 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 boop. And there we go. So yeah, I'm not sure why everything is open, but normally this door would be closed, that little bifold would be closed, and doing this powers this up over to there, and then this door opens. Again, I don't understand. I definitely played a lot of this on, like, I played this through on Quest, because I'm playing with a Oculus Quest. Oh, this is stuck on. I played through the entire thing on Quest, and then I did play through a bunch of it on PC, like through Oculus Link. Closing on 2 a.m. in Scotland. Oh, yeah. No worries. Thank you for the raid, and yeah, have fun. Have fun sleeping, I guess. See you later. So yeah, but I don't understand because I definitely didn't beat this. So unless they added like a progress sync between the Quest version and the PC version, I don't know what the deal is because I definitely didn't play this far on PC. So I don't know why everything's open. Very weird. Whoa, there was a bit of a thing going on there. So we finished that. So now we move into this room, and this is the start of this room. This is where we start getting to see these things. I don't know what to call them. Spinners. These aren't exactly spinners, but they're little things on axes. So you can see it just kind of translates the energy upwards. And also reverses the direction on it. This is obviously the introductory thing. But as you can see, as we go a little bit further, we get a lot more vertical here. So that was the very super basic tutorial rather. Now we have to actually place that little bit ourselves. So even when you do these in freeze mode, it only freezes the base. They can still spin freely, as you would want. And if you don't do it in freeze mode, they just kind of fall to the ground, which is what you would never want. I don't know why they even have that as an option, but whatever. So we're just going to put these things here. And ta-da! Yeah, well, the thing is that I definitely tried this on PC since I finished it on Quest, and it wasn't synced. So it's like maybe it did sync afterwards. I don't know. It's weird. Hey, Erica, how's it going? So I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but everything's open. It doesn't matter. You can still play through all the levels, so it doesn't really matter. And obviously, you can see that like when I select this, there's there's not a solution here. So I didn't go through and delete them all. I definitely went through and deleted a couple of things. It's like it glitched out and then like, oh yeah, you have access to everything. But I don't know, whatever. So we got 2 spinners. They've got 2 obvious spots here for us to go. We're going from there to there. So we will go into freeze mode. Put that there. One thing that I have learned with these is you gotta get them real close to start. Otherwise they don't transfer their energy very well. So we'll just do it like that. So obviously, if we hit this from this side, it pushes the top this way, which pushes that one that direction, which pushes that way. So we will just get this rigged up on this end. I don't know that we actually needed all those, but whatever, good enough. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that, and then we're going to have one of these tall boys. And again, we want it close to transfer as much of its weight as possible. And there we go. Anything up here? No. I will say, when I was originally playing this, I was standing, and it's still even weird here, but when I started like lifting myself up off the ground, man, got some real vertigo there. Like I am like vaguely afraid of heights to a certain extent, but I don't usually get like that whoa effect. But when I was standing and doing this, and I'm getting it a little bit here as well, it's just like, whoa, what is going on? I'm not on the ground, and I would like to be on the ground, especially when you can feel the ground underneath your feet. So that probably plays into it as well, but you know, it's just a very weird effect not being on the ground. So yeah, we got this one's a bit more complicated as well. Man, my nose just needs itching. This level is a bit more complicated, as you can see. Although it's not really that complicated actually. So we basically just need to get this ball to transfer energy in a way to hit that, and we're not really doing a whole lot to do that because we actually don't have that many pieces, as you can see. In fact, what we have are these solid blocks and one spinner and a couple little things there. What we want to do is we want to basically, how do I want to do this? Basically want to block the ball as it comes down there. Boom. So then the problem is that this rotates that way. Again, we're going to take one of these. Just going to stick it under there. So then that hits that. And as you can see, it goes down there, which is pointless, but we have a spinner. We'll take that, transfer that energy into the ball above, which before we even just run it again, you can see that we've got a similar sort of situation here where we need to stabilize this. You gotta actually do it on both ends because it'll first fall here, which would then tilt it this way, and then it'll continue, and then it'll fall that way. So we actually have to do both ends. Boom, 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 boom. This game does also have music. Fuck, my nose is so itchy. It does also have music, but there's no options for... Oh, hello. There's no options for adjusting the... I'm assuming you guys can see that, but no options for adjusting the volume. So it's like super loud. Also, there's only one track, so that just plays for a really fucking long time. Remember when you got your VR headset and you were on Electronic Nuts? In the Intros in Space. Yeah. I've also been playing Serious Sam in VR, First Encounter, and in that game, there's a couple different locomotion options, but one of them is just to like move yourself around with the stick as opposed to teleporting. And man, it's so weird. Like when I do that, when I'm moving, I find I end up leaning in the real world, and so like if I'm going real fast in one direction and then stop, I'll like jerk back the other direction. It's the weirdest effect, and like I've almost fallen over doing it. Just like I don't get the motion sickness, which I did get it a little bit at first, but I don't get it anymore. Okay. I just get that tilting effect. It's really, really weird and stupid feeling. Like every time it's like, oh, I see, I'm tilting again. Real world tilting. So what we've got this time, the mechanic they're introducing is, hey, look, you can make your own balls. So what we have to do is we have to translate our energy over this way. And then basically we just got to get down there. Obviously it becomes a little, we don't have a lot of dominoes, and we have to get through some kind of awkward positions here. So I'm going to do something like that. And I'm going to freeze that there. I'm going to freeze this little pedestal here. These pedestals have little... Actually, it's only on one end. I thought it was on both ends. It has a little, like a T on the end, so that you can put a ball in it, which we won't freeze. So now, when we hit that, boom, boom, boom. I did actually fling myself to the ground, dodging in super hot. That is the other thing. Although, in that case, that was like I was legitimately jumping out of the way of a van that was coming. It was like van coming towards me. I'm like, oh shit. Part of it is also that I was playing in my basement on the concrete floor in socks, and so that my feet kind of slipped out from underneath me. But I was like kind of dodging it, and then I also just fell on my ass like because I slipped on the floor. But yeah, it's so it like I don't know. I've used VR before. This isn't my first VR experience. This is the first VR headset I've owned, but it's just amazing like how immersed your brain becomes. Like your brain gets 100% convinced like that this is reality. Even if it's like I can see a little, it's not super, it's like a little bit blurry sometimes, and I can see this, I get this green door effect where you can kind of see between the pixels. But like it doesn't matter. Like my brain sees that I'm here, that I'm not on the ground, and my brain's like, oh shit, this ain't right. Better fucking freak out. Even though it's like, this clearly doesn't look, it's like, you know, okay graphics, but it doesn't look like the real world in reality. But my brain doesn't give a shit. It's just like, yeah, that's good enough for me. Alright, so do a little bit of that. I wanted this one. Poke my head through these blocks. We want something like that. Okay. Now we'll use. God damn it! The menus in this are a little wonky still. This game's in early access, so it's not perfect. You're too clumsy in real life, in real space for VR. Yeah, this game's still in early access, so it's not perfect. But it works generally pretty well. But like the menu, I don't know what the deal is with the menu. Like sometimes it's kind of awkward grabbing things if you're like not pointing right at it. And like I don't know, there's just a bit of awkward stuff. Yeah, I think that the main issues in this game are just, I think they're mostly can be chalked up to just being early access and not perfect. Oh, I didn't notice this thing here. Oops. Right, we want that kind of lined up that way, so let's just get our face right over that. That should be good enough. Perfect. Yeah, this game isn't necessarily the shining example of like VR at its finest, but this is VR at its pretty fucking good. Oh shit, I just threw my Twitch chat menu away. Where the fuck did it go? Where's my... There it is. Found it. Extra challenges because of the bugs. Yeah. Oops. Why is that not stuck in my hand? There we go. Okay. I've been meaning to play Star Trek Bridge Crew, which was just released on Quest the other day. And I've got it on PC as well because it's a cross-buy one. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I've heard that game can be a little bit janky as well. But it's definitely one that I'm excited to try when I've got some spare time. Because I definitely I want to stream it at some point. But I feel like that's the kind of game where you're relying on other people a lot. So I want to at least have a general idea what I'm doing, and also make sure. I'm not sure if I can mute my microphone in game. I want to make sure that it's actually a game that I could theoretically stream without being really annoying to everyone around me, or alternately find 4 other people, I think it's 3 people total, or 4 people total rather, find a bunch of other people who want to play with me on stream, which is the other option, I suppose. And that's an Ubisoft game, so kind of along the same lines as EA. Where are we going? Oh yeah, so this level, yes, this level, in fact, I've already fucked this up a little bit because I didn't realize what I was looking at. So the twist with this level, trick with this level is we got to get the ball through here, but we can't until we knock this out of the way. So we actually have to do 2 balls and then take them down separate paths. One with which we will knock the thing out of the way, then the other one will actually go into the exit. So the one that knocks, the thing is we also have to knock this thing out of the way first before the ball gets there. So we have to have that one be relatively direct, and then the other one we want to be a little less. That ball must have been moving just a little bit because I could hear like a marble rolling effect. Unless I have some friends, I can talk to them over the Discord and do the Discord sound. Yeah. I mean, I can. I mean, I guess my issue is more if I was doing this exactly as I am right now, and I was talking to people in game. Rather, if I can't mute my microphone in game, I'm concerned that I would be talking to chat, and everyone else in game would be hearing me and be like, "Shut the fuck up! We're trying to complete this mission." My concern is with annoying everyone else. I can figure out getting sound to everyone. It's just a matter of how do I not piss everyone else off as I'm doing this. Okay, so let's continue doing this. Oh, I don't have a lot of... Oh, actually, hold on. Just realized I got lots of these metal ones, which I think make the ball go faster. Yeah, if I can't mute the in-game, my mic in-game, then that would be really annoying for everyone else. I'm concerned for my fellow players more than anyone else. Shit. But yeah, there probably is a way, but I haven't played the game, so I haven't. I've done like the tutorial, but I haven't. Sorry, I just my controllers were being wobbly in my hands. 'Cause I got these little hand straps. Yeah, I need to. Yeah, I just need to mess around with it and see what I can do. And that's really the only concern there. Shit, that's clearly not long enough, so let's go with this one. I may have sloped this a bit too much. Let's put that down. See if that works. Oops. Why did that go wrong? So I'm just going to take this out. I'm just going to prop it up here so that all my other pieces don't fall down. But then... Is that my issue? There we go. Okay. Then I just need to figure out what the fuck is going on down here. There we go. That makes that go. This is literally my first time streaming VR. I intend to do a bunch of VR all at once because I have, well, I'm spinning around as though I can see. but I pushed all my furniture out of the way in this room so that I can stream a bunch of VR things. So I'm intending to do a bunch of VR over the next little while, but yeah, this is literally my first VR stream, which is why things are I think a little rocky, but yeah, I'm hoping to have everything kind of figured out and do a whole lot of it, or a bunch at least. Mostly I stream like retro stuff, so lots of Super Nintendo and NES stuff like that. Okay, so what are we doing? We want this to go real slow. So one thing that really slows stuff down is these falling blocks, or these like things that make the ball fall down a little bit, because that like it stops all forward momentum. Well, not quite, but it falls and then it has to start rolling again. So these are a good way to kind of reset things here. God damn it. Chat got in the way there. That should work. I just need to get the remainder hooked in here. I just had to start from the other end because I didn't have anything like right here. I think that's good enough. See how that goes. Hey! It was a little rough there, but Final Fight. I haven't done Final Fight. I don't do a lot of beat 'em up kind of games, but kind of the possibility. Let's see. What do we got here? So we're going up here. Okay, there we go. So we're going up here. What do we have in terms of items? And we actually don't have a whole... Oh, wait. No, we're not. Never mind. I'm stupid. I entirely skipped this guy right here. It's like, man, that's tricky. Also, I remember this being a little bit different. I'm thinking of literally the next level. So let's see. We gotta basically just... This one is weirdly easy. I don't know why this one is here. Like, this seems like it should have been in the other room almost. The difficulty of this puzzle, in quotes. I guess it's just here because it's got a spinner, but like... That was your favorite when you were younger, other than Street Fighter. I think in terms of beat 'em ups, my favorite is probably Turtles in Time. That's kind of my go-to when that's what I'm looking for. All right, what do we got? So over here, we're gonna want to do. We don't want this frozen. We want one of these. Interesting thing here is that this is actually on a slight angle there. So I can stick my head out the window, or at the wall rather. It's also weirdly like uncomfortable when things are like going through your face. Play those two. Man, and also that pop-up is annoying and in my way. And that should do it. Like, this is an easy one. Perfect. Alright, so over here, yeah, this is what I was remembering. Over here we basically have to use this ball at the very top to hit that, because we only get, like, ball bits. So we have to... What is this? Hey, Muller. Moire Duck. That is Moire Duck. Hey, Muller wife. I can see the difference even in VR, or rather, I can see the different color. So yeah, we got to use that ball to get over here, but we start down here. Ew. We start down here. So what we actually have to do is we got to get this to go over here. That goes down there to hit that, which knocks that down and lets us get all the way around there. so we will start with this guy in freeze mode. So smart. So good at color identification. I know your tricks. That might work. It did. Perfect. So then we continue from here. We'll go with this guy again. Just like that. And we'll use a short piece. Damn it. Why did it not work? I actually don't quite understand. Did it hit like this at... I might actually have to use... This is what I do at work. Yeah, pretty much. This is pretty much my day job here. Just moving marbles around. This is how it works. Yeah, that should be good. Perfect. Okay, so now we don't need that. Oops, shit. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this and just get rid of that. Boop. Alright, so now we're doing the final descent. Probably want to use this piece to get a gradual curve. I'll actually use two of those to just get the full, because I think these are a 45 turn. So two combined get you a 90. Yeah, it looks like it. But you can use two to get a, or of course if you just crack them a little bit there, you can get something off of a 90. Just a little bit. That should be good. Just want to verify that that actually goes through. Yes. So now... just get everything linked. My nose continues to be itchy. I don't know. That might be a little bit too much of a gap there. Alright, so that's that one done. Oh, this next one... Oh, wait, no, this isn't the one I was thinking of. Did that just go out the window? No, it just went out the windowsill. What's outside? There's a nice little hedge there. There's the edge of the world over there. Just kind of not too far away. There's some windows that go into the ground there. Alright, next level. Oh, this isn't even the next level. I thought this little white blackboard there was the next level. But this one is kind of like the one that we did over here. I think it was this one up here. Where, again, we've just sort of got to... Except it's, I guess, still a little different because now we're redirecting. Sort of pachinko-esque. Just got to make sure we get the ball into the right spots. Watching someone VR is always a bit disorienting. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm curious to go back and kind of watch this afterwards, because I'm sure, like, if I do this, like, fuck, you guys are gonna like puke. Although I guess there was a lot more hand motion there than head motion. Did I just finish the level? No. Oh yeah, that just fell onto the ground. But as long as I feel like as long as I stay relatively like stationary here, if I'm doing this, like, that shouldn't be... I can't imagine that's too bad for you. And I feel like this game is pretty good in that regard. Like, it's not a whole lot of... Hold on, I need to move that window back a little bit just so that it doesn't Oh, I see what happened. Because otherwise it interferes with my menu. I don't know if that's good enough. Probably not. What? Oh, I see. There's a bit of a lip there. Fuck. So we're gonna put a little wall over here. That should help. Nailed it. Got us in there. Fuck, my nose. It's like... Oh. It's like just in the edge of my nose there. Okay, so this one is like the inverse. I don't know why my nose is so itchy in this particular way. A little like the 3D movies where they force... Oh yeah, I guess that's the other thing. Yeah, because I think the edge of the vision is a little bit blurry. I think potentially. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I guess that's... yeah, I guess if I'm looking at something, you've got to figure out like what I'm looking at. Okay, so we just got these little metal rod things. Now, because it's sloped like that, those balls should still follow this. Oh, I see. We've also got some of these spinners that we can place ourselves here. We want one here. Ideally, we want it as close to that ball as possible. We might as well put the other one up here while we're at it. Okay. Weird. It feels like they give me too many of these long ones. Because clearly I can just do that and then that, and that should get me most of the way here. In fact, I might be able to just do that also. Yeah. Like, I don't know why they gave me Victory Bell. It's the thought that counts. I don't know why they gave me so many of those long pieces. Like, what's the point of the small ones? Also, I'm not even sure how much I'll be able to hear that. So I'm wearing my noise-canceling headphones as well. I'm like in a world of my own here. Alright. So this one, hold on. I feel like I'm getting my cord all twisted up here. Where is it? There we go. I'll turn it this way. Alright, so we start here, and basically just immediately launch that down there. Wait, what? Hold on. Did that just go right through the floor? No, okay, never mind. So we got a lot of these things, and there's also a domino here. So ideally, what we want to do... I'm remembering how I did this before. Not that I always want to do the same thing. In fact, I'm generally trying to do different things. But basically, you can just fucking launch this shit. There we go. Let's just do that. Yeah. Then... Oh, there we go. I did actually get it. And there's the time that it didn't. As you can see, yeah, there's another example of the physics not exactly always being consistent. Ultimate contraption set, Linko. I want a Linko set. Alright. Next level. Okay, we start here, we go there, hit that to knock that down. And there's our exit there. What do we have? We got 6 of these guys. Oh, fuck! I just lost my Twitch chat window again. Went into the abyss. I don't know. Oh, it just unlinked from my hand. That's what happened. I don't understand why I'm able to unlink it so easily. there an option to like lock cursor? But I'm not sure what pin window does exactly, but that sounds like maybe something that I want. I just want it to never go anywhere except for where I've got it. Oops, I just fucking closed my window. Check. Do I have feet? I do not have feet. There, and I also need to do window settings. Oops, shit, not larger. Real low frame rate purposes. Well, that's stuck to my left hand. Yeah, no feet. Nothing there. Alright, I meant to hit that and not the close button. Alright. Apologies for that. Let's see. So what are we doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I was trying to... What? Oh, how... I see. I didn't, that. Alright, so yeah, we're trying to do this. Step one, that's real important, is we want to do these guys up here. Can do a pretty crazy chain here. Wait. No, I need this on the other side. Otherwise, it's not going to work. One more. So we want to hit that, to knock that way, to knock that way, to hit the thing. So it's 9:22, so we've been in here for an hour and 20 minutes. So we want to get that over there. No, that's something that I kind of assumed was a thing at first when I was first playing this game. But no, there's no scoring system. There's pretty much nothing. It feels to me like... Let's just get that out of the way. It feels like a game where there should be a scoring system. Or like a challenge mode or something, like a challenge where it's like, oh, beat the level or beat it using 10 or less 10 parts or less. But no, that's not a thing. This game is in early access, so maybe that's something they intend to do, but it's not here today. Okay. That. But yeah, that really does seem like I generally try and do that anyway. I try and minimize the number of parts that I use, but it's not a requirement. If you want to see the whole thing in action, I'll zoom out here. Nothing to it. So I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts there that I placed. Alright, let's go to this level. What are we doing here? We are doing a bit of a thing up this way, and then we've got to do something. I think we have balls. Yeah, we got a ball on this level. We also get some of these spinners. I think I only use these in one level ever. They don't seem that useful to me. So obviously we need one of these guys back here. Oops, I don't know why I started that. So we're gonna... We don't want it frozen. Get that like that. Perfect. That gets us up here. gonna basically do the same thing again up here, but we're gonna have a ball queued up on the top there, and we'll wiggle that down. Make sure this is working as expected. It is not. That still worked. Okay, let's get this kind of in place. Then we'll use one of these. Move that up a little bit. Put a ball on there. Perfect. Let's make sure this works. Okay. I'm going to those out. We're going to put that one out too. Put a tall guy there to clear that gap. Okay, that works. You can imagine challenges like, oh, yeah, that would be an interesting challenge too. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of different things they could put in to increase replayability through challenges, because even if they like did like a new game plus where it's like the same challenges but they just give you an entirely different set of parts. So like some of the earlier domino only levels, they only give you balls and stuff. Like that would be interesting. Yeah, they could definitely do a lot to add like interesting challenges to this. I'm gonna do something like that. Perfect. Exactly what I intended to have happen. That, and that should get us that way. Because like, then they don't need to do any of the like any of the geometry again. They just literally need to come up with some alternate ways that you'd be able to do the level. Alright, so now we're going downwards, and again we got one of these timing based ones where we've got to knock this down first to open up this jail cell here. So we have two balls, as you can see. How many of these do I have? We got 8. I'll do. Does that work? Yes, it does. So I will go over here, deploy our first ball over this way. That one's going to be a bit later because we're actually going to deploy what's actually going to be first ball over here. So I've got to have one that goes fast, one that goes slow. This one here is going to be our fast guy. Shit, that doesn't work. And that's presumably because this is close. There we go. Yeah, so this... Fuck, I just lost that fucking window again. I don't know why it... I don't know why it detaches there. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? No, I didn't click on that. No. Oh, I clicked on this. There we go. Alright. Let's hide when not looking at window. Also the block cursor input, which is useful. Okay. Oh yeah, there was also that pin window option that I don't know what it does, but it potentially is what I want. I don't know. Okay, so back to the task at hand. Is that actually? Okay, yeah, perfect. So yeah, this is going to be our fastball that we want to have come and hit that little tilty thing down there. So I'm going to fuck out of here. That's true. That's true. My only concern, I guess I could do it if I did it on its side or something. Like, my only issue is, yeah, because I do come over here very often. It's just like, I don't know, where do I make it so that I'm not always looking at it? Because I'm often looking at this hand, trying to place something, right? I mean, I guess the other option... The other possibility is to just... Oh. I don't know why it's... There we go. The other thing is to maybe put it there so that it's not, like, behind my window. Maybe that will work better. Makes me kind of have to actively go and like, go to it. You gonna go do some housework? Alright. Thanks for stopping in, Muller wife. Yeah, that... Not quite. I want that, like... There we go. Alright. I think that might work a little bit better. Just like... Because, yeah, it was always underneath this window. Especially underneath the fucking dominoes. Maybe I will... Yeah, that's better. Don't have to go quite as much. Alright, so back to this. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm still trying to figure this stuff out. How exactly I want things to be laid out. That up there seemed like a good idea at the time, but it has proved to be a fucking terrible idea, so... clearly needed some adjustment. Alright, let's go with that. I think that should work. Okay, so that does exactly what we want. So now we've got to just do this side in a way that's a little bit slower. Oh, I didn't realize that was like right to the wall because my face was in the wall. Alright, let's get that over here. Go with this because that lets us kind of control the fall. I don't want to... This is an awkward spot to be working. Because the problem is I can move this through the wall, but I can't move parts through the wall. So it's like I've gotta fish this stuff through here now. Okay, that does work as I wanted. Then I probably so as to not run into this other guy. I probably want to drop this down again. Then maybe something like this. Oh shit! What? Oh, it must have just. Yeah, I bumped into this. Ah, shit, this is like slightly too long here. Okay. Little ricochet thing there, and fucking nailed it. Alright, what's the deal with this bucket? Oh, what the fuck? You know what's weird? Is that's not how this level... This version is different from the version that was on Quest. I mean, I noticed it was definitely different because this one doesn't have the profile options in the main menu. It's available on the desktop. interface, but it's not in-game. But this is not how this level works on the Quest version. Fascinating. Okay, so how do I... It was kind of similar to this, but like there was an actual catapult item here, and then there was like a pile of boxes or something coming down here, and you just kind of dropped some shit down there. You were using OpenVR Twitch chat, and it's free to download as well. So yeah, it's the same guy who did OVR drop. Person, you don't interact with the window. Okay, yeah, that's the thing is I was doing research. And it's like, okay, yeah, so there's OVR drop, and then OpenVR Twitch chat. I tried OpenVR Twitch chat at first, and it didn't seem to work properly. But I also wasn't as familiar with what I was doing at that point. And then it was like, well, don't bother with OVR drop. Do OVR toolkit instead. So I was like, okay, using OVR toolkit, and that seems to be okay. I don't know. The thing is, yeah, like I don't ever need to interact with this window. I guess depending on what you were doing, it'd be useful. But for the context of, if I have in the context of like this, hey Andrew, in the context of this, it's like, yeah, I just need to kind of. This seems to work, and I think with I've removed the ability to interact with that. I think it's generally good. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm just still figuring this stuff out. Oh, that time it went over there. Okay, how come like? I mean, I guess that's just the physics being wonky. That time it didn't. Okay, so I think ideally I want to imagine it is landing here. This is where I can work with it landing here. What's that? That's probably good. Try again. Fuck. Didn't realize Wind Waker had a VR version. If only. Actually, that's that reminds me though. I've heard that Metroid Prime works really well in VR. I've heard it's a very good candidate for experimental VR patches. Like, doesn't surprise me, but fuck. But that's something I should try at some point. Did I get this rug at Target? I did not. This was... I mean, it's a pretty standard kind of pattern, so they may have it at Target as well. I don't always see that when you do stuff like this game. Yeah, I mean, I guess the other option is I could also make this always be visible. Now that's kind of out of the way over here, because that is an option. Oh god. It's like if it's just like that, that's not that annoying. I can kind of see stuff happening there, and I feel like having the options is nice. And also this is now in the way. Having the options is nice, so I do like that. So like I don't know, it's all just a matter of like it's probably one of those things where I'd want to tweak it for different games, depending on what I'm trying to do. Because like this is a game that's relatively chill, low. It's very got time to pause, so it's like yeah, it's fine for me to go and look at chat. Whereas if it was something like Serious Sam or something like, you know, it'd be super annoying to be looking at chat like ever. But I guess then it's like any downtime I'd be able to go and look at it, but I probably wouldn't want it always like in front of me like that. Alright, so this is another one where, well, obviously, that's all that there is there. This is another one where we've got to knock this shit out of the way. So, we don't actually have any balls to play with, so we have to go up there and hit that with dominoes. I feel like this still isn't quite where I want it. Maybe I just want to do that. Yeah, that might be good because it's kind of blurry down there, but I can kind of see it. It's out of the way of my menu, and I can at least see if there's activity. So I think I'll try that for right now. But yeah, I feel like having the chat is very dependent on game, exactly what I want out of it. So and then the ball that is the ball that I need to use to get into the target there. Oh, apparently I'm near the edge of my world. Let's just back up a little bit there. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna focus on. Apparently that was not in the way there at all. What? Excuse me, physics? Maybe want one of these because the problem is that yeah. Better. Problem is that just like pushes that block forward if there's nothing like in the way. Alright, so we're gonna slowly ramp our way over here. Now this is a slightly sloped surface, so that can be kind of annoying. That can obviously affect physics a little bit as well. But right now, that's not useful. Right now, it's not a big deal. There we go. Probably want that there anyway. So then we can just things in between. I probably want to turn off those Steam pop-ups. They're kind of annoying when I'm streaming, at least. They're not as big a deal if I'm just fucking around, but like they're just kind of annoying if I'm trying to do something here. Ding dong. Hey, Cat Whistle, how's it going? I could only barely hear that actually, which is kind of fun. Like, it's not surprising because, like I said, I'm wearing noise-canceling headphones. Okay, so that does what we want. You didn't hear the act? Oh yeah, that's possible because I'm using a little like headset mic here, or like a little bass thing. So it may have I think it has a relatively low gain, so you're only really hearing my voice. So we are now trying to get up here, knock that down. Yeah, so it's possible, like this is effectively the same as the clip-on mics that I used to use. It's just they actually came with these little headsets as well. They're actually kind of perfect for this. Damn it. So what's going on? Basically the gist of it is any given level, we got a start point, we got an end point, and this one it's not super visible, but basically the end point has, man, I'm getting some weird artifacting happening there. Endpoint has a button on it, you gotta hit the button, and basically we gotta do that with whatever we got in this menu here, or whatever is out in the world when we get into the level. So in this level, the gist is we've got to move this spinning bit out of the way so that we can get that ball down into that button there. So yeah, it's kind of a Rube Goldberg dominoes, Rube Goldberg with a strong dominoes flavor. that's probably good. Yeah, it's a very chill game, which I like. Like, this was one of the first VR games that I was playing on my headset. A very chill game, so I like that a lot because it doesn't rely on too much actual like action. It's just you gotta just think about it, and it's fun to actually just be able to manipulate these things and get them set up in a relatively convenient interface here. There's also a sandbox mode where you can just kind of fuck around, but I haven't really messed around with that too much. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna stick this to the wall. I'm gonna start making some staircases. Get us up to that ball. Yeah. So these numbers here are how many I have remaining in my inventory. Hey, Deceptive. But that's it. It's literally just you got what you've got here, and that's it. There's no like, oh, do it in the smallest number of pieces or any of that. I think that'd be an interesting add-on, but this game's still in early access, so you know it's relatively feature thin. But I mean, the thing is that the concept is cool enough that that didn't work at all. Concept is cool enough that it's fine despite being kind of feature thin. That's how they answered the "How do you look at chat while in VR" question. I mean, this is one of the answers. There are various different ways. This is how I have opted to go about it with this floating window here. This is an extra tool that I've added on. Okay, so my problem here was that this is not tall enough. Put that over there. We'll go for a taller one. Oh, my controller just wonked out there. There we go. Oh, that actually just worked. Let's see that again. What? What? Didn't that go through the tunnel that they provided? Nah, whatever. Text-to-speech functionality that no one in chat would ever think to abuse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, text-to-speech is generally, I think, the wrong answer for streaming. Pretty much always. Alright, so we gotta go over this weird-ass toilet here. We're only given these. We got this little rolling log here. Hold on, I gotta move away from... I feel like I just ran... Oh, I feel like I just ran over my cable. God damn it, I'm still too close to my wall there, so like, or I think it's actually my couch and I going around it. I've got my barrier defined right. I'm not sure. Can you guys see that wall? I assume you probably can. And by wall, I mean the in-game barrier that appears. I never checked to see if that was actually visible or not. Or in-system barrier. So yeah, we gotta basically roll this tube over here onto this. Some people use that because they don't know how to set up chat in VR. Yeah. Okay. So you don't see that little grid that's appearing as I stick my hand over there. Interesting. I'm actually kind of a little bit surprised that doesn't show up, but I guess that's for my eyes only. It's only useful to me, really. It wouldn't really help you. So basically, you define an area that's your play area, and as you get close to the edge of that zone, which my hand is apparently at the edge of, it just kind of shows you that wall. It's like, hey, watch out. There's a fucking wall there, or something. You've defined that as an area you don't want to go into. Alright, so we gotta get this down here, activate this catapult, because ultimately we're trying to get over there. This is too long. Just put that there. No grid scene, alright. probably good. Alright. How consistently does it... Well, probably not consistently is the answer, but... Let's see. Roughly. Okay, it actually does look like it. I guess these catapults are different from the situation in the other level that we were in. Just make sure that that actually works. Perfect. Right. And there we go. That should be good. Ourselves a little Einstein sketch there. Alright, so this level, when I did this the first time, I definitely kludged this. I made myself a little bridge over here and then just did this an easy way. I'm going to try and do it the way that they want me to do it, which is to come up here and hit this ball, I guess. I don't know why you do that exactly, but like, yeah, whatever. We got what? We got 5 of these spinners. Wait, what the fuck? So we would hit, if we hit this thing here, I actually don't understand exactly what the fuck the plan is. Like, I actually don't know what they're trying to get me to do here, is the thing. Like, there's a lot of stuff set up, but it doesn't help me get there. So nah, fuck it. I'm just gonna kludge this in the same way that I did it myself. So I'm just gonna go make myself a little bridge. Goes over here. Got 5 of those spinning things. So like, who gives a shit? I got lots of stuff going on here. That. Okay, so then we're gonna do dominoes along here. I guess it's supposed to be dark over in this corner. It doesn't seem like any darker, but everything just gets like much less colorful as it gets over here. Probably kind of going overkill on dominoes here, but that's probably too far even. I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to just space these out a little bit better. Okay. So now, should be able to go like that. I actually need one more domino over here, I believe, to actually hit that. Then we gotta do. So that'll hit that this way. Which then hits that way, which is this way. Means that I want domino. It's not quite tall enough, but it might work. Nope. Step one, let's get rid of that. Oops, shit. Yeah, like I fucking nose. Thinking maybe I could put that down lower. This down lower. And then okay, so how can I... What I'm thinking is maybe if I did something like... Oh, I don't have any balls, shit. So to speak. I thought I had a ball. Okay, hold on, maybe I can... Ideally I want an even number of these, so maybe... If I was to put that... Shit. Shit. Okay, hold on. Shit. Come on. I want that one. I want to erase that. And go to there. Put on freeze mode. I want to be able to do that. And I want to be able to do that. So that when this gets hit that way, that hits the button. So then I guess I can just do a, just a tall guy here. No freeze. That should be enough. Nailed it. Okay. Yeah, so changes to the afternoon as we, or the dusk, I guess, as we enter this room. Almost 10 o'clock. I'm just trying to think, like, I feel like we're kind of getting close. I mean, we're not super close to the end, but I guess we've gone through 3 rooms. We've got this room left. We got that little... or I guess this area, that area, the kitchen, and then this. So we're probably like halfway through here. Yeah, you did. A noise is so startling loud after the game's quiet. Yeah. The problem is there's no volume adjustments unless... No, there's nothing. Like, there's on, music off. Again, I swear the Quest version has volume adjustments, but this one doesn't. It's weird. Okay, so we start up here. It shouldn't be super loud. I imagine it's like about the same volume as my voice, but yeah, it's still, I realize, a lot. So these levels are now... These vary from the previous ones, because the previous ones we've been using balls. You'd hate to live in a giant Rube Goldberg shrine like this, yeah. Yeah, exactly, from the Windows mixer, exactly, yeah. I could adjust that, but then, like, any other in-game noises, like my fucking pincers here, would be also quieter. Like, I swear the Quest version has, like, a music, sound effects, blah, 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 volume adjuster. I noticed a lot of VR games lack basic functionality like volume. I mean, I guess it's maybe a question of sound design. It's like, well, this is how we want you to hear it. This is how we want all the audio balance to be. So yeah, the difference with this area is now we got these green balls, and so we need to get this ball specifically into that hole. So now, even if we had other balls, those ones wouldn't work to finish the level. So damn it. That's not... I wanted to just move that a smidge. Interesting. You know what? You know what? Yeah, I mean... What's disconnected? Okay, so that's now like attached to my head. Why is that attached to my head? Whatever. You know what? That's actually kind of fine. I actually kind of like that, having it just permanently stuck above my head here. Green balls, they need washing for a doctor. Yeah, the thing that's weird is, I swear the Quest version is like a newer version. It's like a newer build than the desktop version, which is weird. Okay, so anyway. Yeah, I actually kind of like this. Just having chat up there. So we've got to kind of weave between here and there. You know what? Actually, I don't like this. I immediately changed my mind. Kind of annoying. Made a joke. Turns out you're right that it is a ingredient. All right, so yeah, like I was trying to do, I want to get this out here slowly. Weave my way through. I feel like I've spent an inordinate amount of time fucking with that chat window. But no, that's not gonna be any good. But I also feel like that's kind of important, being able to see chat, so. Let's see. This little top shelf area here is frustrating and annoying. Actually, I think I just want a short, straight piece here to kind of navigate around this. Fuck this little shelf. Yeah, there we go. Go for this longer one, perhaps. You don't even know if Korea has a lottery. Alright, level 39. Yeah, this is 39 of, I think there's 61 levels. I think the final level is 61. So we're like almost 2/3 of the way through the game now. Oh, right, okay, so, yeah, I forgot. We're in green ball zone. So, yeah, now we've got to get the ball from up there. We just have to start down here, get up there, knock that ball down into there. 10, 8, 35, 7, 93. Alright, so step one, we'll just make the ramp to get us from the ball down to the exit. One. Wow, what are the odds? Alright, so that should do the trick. So now... what do we got? We got one of these spinner things, so we'll use that here. Ooh, got some weird slowdown. There. Bringing our dominoes along this way. Is that even ahead? There we go. Then we'll more up here. Let's make sure that works at all. If it doesn't, there we go. Right. Perfect. I like that there's a shadow even for my little controller there. Damn it. Alright, let's not use that. One tall boy here. There we go. Boom. Nailed it. Next level. Alright, level 40. We got a tennis ball. Their starting point. This is some very unsatisfying physics there. So we got a tennis ball, which looks like we need to bring it along here, take it here to knock down this way, which will knock the green ball into this track, and the tennis ball will go there. Should be way more. Yeah, they definitely give you. I mean, the thing is, they give you lots of pieces. I don't know. It's usually never too unclear what you need to do. Some of the later levels get more complicated when there are a bit more restriction on what you need to do. And even actually the later levels in this area get a bit more complicated. The ones over there are pretty complicated. Or more complicated at least. Where you start needing to think about things a bit. But yeah, we're still kind of like, they've just introduced this new concept, so the levels are kind of easy again. The balance isn't perfect with how the levels work in this game. Like, there's definitely a lot of variation from level to level over whether it's actually difficult or not. There's only so much they can really do, I think. Oops. Go. Okay, so that gets us started that way. So I need this tennis ball to come over here and open this before that ball gets over here. I mean, most lotteries are instant. Fuck, what is disconnecting is the real question. The mystery of the disconnect sound. Okay, so that's working. Although I guess, that's pretty direct, so this just being a little bit further along is probably don't need to do too much to slow this down here. Make it pretty flat to start. Some high-tech stuff. It's true, I suppose. Lined up there. Actually, I think. Let's go for this guy. That'll work. Alright, level 41. We're going here. We kind of got to come around because this points out this way. Knock that ball into over here. But there's this blocking the way, which is held up by these blocks here. So realistically, what we've got to do is domino our way over there, knock that down before. Actually, because the problem is if this gets here first, it'll go that way and it's gone. But what I actually might be able to do, I didn't ever try this. Might be possible to. No, probably not. So yeah, we will. Oh, alright, that hand just kind of untracked there. This is an awkward surface to work on because it's real uneven. Alright, let's work our way around. Actually, you know, I think what I did the first time is I just made a platform along here and kind of took this around tightly. Took that corner kind of tight, and then I probably used one of these to get around without having to go over this awkward surface here. Right. I think that's gonna work, yes. Alright, let's get up onto the actual shelf here. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this differently, how I did before. That's generally what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna put this on this side. My method of ensuring that things go slower for the ball is going to be that we are going to hit that around the other direction. And we're going to take this for a long ride around. Yeah, looks like I got lots of parts. Okay. Hello, I don't know why it is frequently losing tracking on that hand. Or like sort of losing tracking. We'll actually take this corner a bit more tightly here. No, fuck, I didn't mean to take that out. Right. Just kinda get that there. Get that there. Take this to kind of straighten things out again. Make sure this actually works its way all the way around. Ooh. Not quite. Lost some momentum on this one. Oh, hold on. I know that's not going to work because I can see that that ledge is too high. Okay. Then we'll take one of these guys to try and get that there without losing too much speed. Come on. There we go. I don't think that's going to work, but let's just see what happens. Oh, look at that, it does. So that's what happens if we haven't done the knocking this shit down first. Actually, yeah, it's probably still easier to work from up here first. Oops. So we'll do that. And the question is, where does this land? I'm going to just use one of these, and I'm going to guess something like that. That. Okay, that was interesting. I probably don't need two of these here realistically. There we go. And this comes around. Boom. On to level 42. Where are we going? Whoa, that was kind of disorienting there. Yeah, perfectly on top of the two uprights there. So we're going from there. We start there, rather. And we've got our green ball here, which this bit will tilt down once we knock those out. Because it's suspended on this end. You can see by this little post there. Where are we trying to take it? So we're trying to take it over here. Again, this is a spinner, so basically what we've got to do is knock this shit down with that ball, continue along here to knock this out of the way so that the ball there can come down here. Oops. What? Oh, I'm not in freeze mode. So let's just do this bit first. Okay. Oops. Just a slight. Oops, shit. Okay, got it. Just did undo there and put it back in my menu. I'll just crack that a little bit there. A little bit of an angle on that. Kind of hard to tell. I think let's go down just a smidge. Then I should be able to use one of these long pieces. Like that. I should be able to use a short piece. Like that. That should... Oh, shit. Didn't mean to grab that piece at all. Oh, right, of course. I didn't actually do anything else. So let's, you keep trying to imagine living in this chaotic place and even imagining it. Oh, yeah, there's just shit everywhere. And then there's, like, marbles and fucking stuff all over the place, too. Also doesn't help. Yeah, this place is a mess. Perfect. Come on. Go. I just needed a bit of more of an angle there. Perfect. So that works. So then I need to continue. Not to tire people, but you're not as chaotic as this. I need to do a bit of this, a little bit of that. That should get me over to here, maybe. Perfect. What the fuck? I don't know what that fucking disconnect noise is. Also interesting, I don't think I've ever seen, or I didn't see this angle before. I don't think the shadows were in the Quest version. I think that was probably removed for optimization, but I like that that is transparent and casts a transparent shadow there. Alright, 43. So we are going, starting there, gotta take that ball, get it here, with the factor being that this is upright and needs to be knocked down to let that ball in. So what that means is basically we gotta do, no point using this. Gotta use one of these long boys. Okay. And then, actually, I probably should just do a long one there as well. And then we can work along the top edge like this. Okay, so I need to do that. So pretty much at some point here soon, I'm going to need to cross the streams here. I think I probably want to do that by going up first. Shit. Can I balance on the edge of this couch here? I think I should be able to, but I might need to make myself a little platform. Never cross the streams. Always cross the streams. Okay, so then from here, do one more block like that. We're gonna, I don't know if that'll actually knock that over or not. Nope, not if I don't even hit it. Okay, I need, I think, one more in between like that. Okay. Oops. We do this. A little bit of that. We're almost there. Okay, so that should knock that out of the way. Perfect. So now I've just gotta get over here. Will that still work? Yes. Yes, it will. Okay, perfect. I wasn't convinced that that tilted one would actually go or not, but seems to. Perfect. Okay, so now it's just a matter of making our track connect up to here. So this, I don't think we need to do any fancy timing here. This should all just be fine, because this will definitely be these. I think that hits at about the same time that this hits. So we should just be able to make a relatively direct path here for the ball. I think that's fine. Oh, that might be an issue. That is going to be an issue for sure. What I'll do is I'll do that, which will, one, stop that from actually running into it. Perfect. There we go. I kind of thought about that as a possibility of being an issue when I first was doing this, but then it's like, nah, it'll be fine. And then it was not fine in the end, so had to fix it, obviously. Okay, good. I think I should just be able to do one more of these. I'm actually, like, it's weird. I'm really excited to actually watch this stream back. I usually will, like, skip through my videos and just make sure everything was, like, fine. But I actually kind of want to watch this whole one just because, like, there's a lot of shit going on. Like, one, this game is cool. I like this game. But then it's like, I want to be able to see, like, how fucking stupid I look at the same time. Because, like, doing stuff like that, I know that looks dumb. Also, where am I even? Oh, I'm facing backwards. You guys can't see, like, half of what I'm actually doing here. Maybe should try and reorient myself here. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I am wearing a dark shirt and dark pants. Well, at least my arms should be relatively visible. Oh yeah, it's definitely like very interesting and engaging doing this in the headset, but like, lol, I imagine it looks fucking stupid. Yeah, exactly. This is a very chill game, for sure. Like, it's the kind of game where it's like you don't need to go at any fast pace. Wait, am I? Oh, never mind. You don't need to go fast. You just gotta think about it. Next time a Tingle costume to stand out. Yeah, at least I'm white, so you can just see my forearms flailing around. Also, I maybe, because like I don't have my normal face lighting. I just have my overhead lights turned on right now. Kind of like watching me paint minis. I just have my overhead lights turned on. How do I actually turn? There we go. I just have my overhead lights turned on, so I might position my other lights to maybe kind of blast a little bit more light in towards me here. But God, I couldn't wear anything else on my head. I'm already wearing, obviously, the VR headset. I'm wearing my microphone headset. I'm wearing my headphones. I've already got a lot of stuff. And then there's like there's just a big bundle of wires at the back there. There's the USB cable. There's I've got my USB battery bank on the back there for counterweight for the headset. I've got my headphone wires kind of tucked back there. I might see if I can do something with a shorter wire for next time. Lots of adjustments. I've actually never used this wearing headphones before because it has really nice, or they seem pretty good, directional speakers inside that like shoot towards your ears. So this is kind of a first doing that as well. Okay, so now we're getting to kind of more interesting ball stuff here. We got these splitters. Oops, never mind this. I thought that was the start. No, we're starting over here. So these things, they tilt back and forth. So the first ball will come through. I'm actually not sure which way the first one will come through. Maybe to the left? I'm not sure. But it'll go left, and then it'll make it so that the next one will go the other way, for example. So that means we can start, like, getting a bunch of balls in a pile here, and then we can kind of sort them. Where are we even going with this one? Oh, we're taking it over here. Oh, that's right. And we have... what? Oh, never mind. It's already on the ground here. Dropped your biscuit in your coffee. Oh, no. So we've got a catapult, so that'll launch it up into those books there. And then we work our way down. But specifically, we only want to launch... or rather, we want to launch the green ball and use the silver ball to actually trigger this. Although I actually could probably trigger that with dominoes, although I don't have a lot, so I don't think I can. Basically, I've just got to get the green ball into the actual catapult bit, and then use the other ball to hit the trigger. Step one, let's get over here and see how the splitter works. But yeah, this is all. The other thing with this game, like, it's chill, it's mesmerizing. It's also like, oh, let's just do one more level. Also, like, I don't know how. I've been playing this for 2.5 hours now. It does not feel like I've been playing this for 2.5 hours. Like, you can just play this, like, non-stop. The other thing is, I think I'm relatively lucky in that I don't get headaches or anything. This VR isn't giving me any headaches or any issues in that regard. So, like, I can just do this as long as I've got battery life or power. Like, I'm good to go for as long as I can, and it's not messing with your sim sickness. Yeah, because I guess it's also, it's relatively stable. Like, I'm not flying around too much. Like, that's the thing. The thing that's weird is, like, for me, you know, I don't know. It's hard to describe, I guess, and maybe you can imagine it. But, like, for me, I guess because my eyes are, like, locked on that shelf over there, you know, it doesn't really look like I'm waving my head around. But for you, it probably is just nauseating because, like, the whole camera's spinning around. Time flies when I'm trapped in a Rube Goldberg machine. Yeah. So we've got. So wait, where's my cable? Snagged on something here. Whatever. Good enough. So our green ball comes out this side, and the other one goes the other way. So what I think we want to sort of do, I'm gonna move around like that and focus on my feed, and not on the game feed. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Is yeah, like there's stuff to focus on. Whereas I guess in something like I always think of like Elite Dangerous as being the one that's like, oh, that'll fuck you up. There's not as much to focus on. That's like, oh yeah, I recognize that. So it's like, yeah, it probably doesn't help as much. Oh, I see. That's not close enough, so I gotta use some of these blocks that are just sort of tubes. Good enough. And then I can use this one, which is a 90-degree thing. Whole of VR streaming would, yeah, artificial stabilization or like, so there's the mixed reality thing that you sometimes see people do where, like, they set up a green screen and then it's almost like you're looking from like a from like an outside angle, and you can see the person doing stuff, and you don't see their first person view, you see a third person view of the same room. Like, that would be an option too, if you took the time to set that up. It's hard to do that with without like kind of a crew, someone else to kind of man that second camera. But because I was looking in, like I was actually just curious, like how the fuck do you even do that? And it's basically just kind of a, it's really weird. But it's not particularly feasible. It wouldn't be feasible for me unless I had someone kind of manning it. Oops. Because it kind of requires another person to almost act like a... It would need, in a game like this, kind of someone to act like a cameraman. Okay. Got that. We do have dominoes, so I'm thinking we maybe want to set something up there, maybe a little bit further back to try and just, this will probably try and bounce out, my guess. Perfect. Oops. Okay, perfect. So where does that go? Oh, weird. So, that's really strange. Oh, maybe it depends on how hard that actually lands on the thing. But when I did this on the quest, that ball went way up here, like into these books, which appear to be set up like a thing to catch things. See if I can just catch that right out of the air. I mean, I guess technically I'm still doing this on the quest, but when I did it on the standalone quest version of the game as opposed to this PC VR version. There we go. That should do it. Damn it! What? Why did that not stick? There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to get the remainder of this hooked up. Use one of these guys. No, I actually don't actually want to use that. Use this long one, just because we can kind of stick it underneath here. I don't know if that's actually going to work or not. Yeah, it did. You're gonna have to watch this from the beginning. Yeah, I would say you probably didn't miss. Well, I guess you got here probably around the bathroom area, probably. Trying to remember exactly. The room before that's pretty interesting. The first area is not that interesting. It's mostly just a first principles kind of thing. They teach you a lot of concepts. Okay, so. But yeah, I mean, it's still just interesting to see. It's a fun game, like start to finish. So where are we? Also, what time is it? 10:40. I'm trying to make sure I keep track of time because otherwise it'll be like, oh, it's midnight. Fuck. Although I guess it's not that fuck because like I'm not going to work tomorrow and I'm on vacation at this point, so whatever. So I gotta get up here. Gotta use that ball specifically. get it into there. Let's start by just... Oops, I didn't grab the right thing. Let's start by just bringing this together. This is just a weird-ass ramp thing. Should be good enough, I think, for our purposes. You wish you were on vacation already? Mentally, you're checked out, yeah. You have to get out without disturbing a single one. That would be awful, especially as you progress through to the end of the game there. My solution for the end was really fucking convoluted. Alright, so we got that. So now we've just got to get there. We got 6 of these flippers. Got one there. Want one. There. So then when you hit that, that'll knock that down. I guess let's just get the ball rolling here, so to speak. Yeah, when is it that you start your new job? It's pretty soon, right? Is it just in the new year, or? Although I guess you're also going back to the States in the new year. Is that between? Okay, so that worked as expected. Is that between jobs if you're doing that? Let's go with this guy. Curve. You start February 8th, but you finish okay, yeah, so January's. But your traveling is between jobs. Whoa. That should do it. I don't know if that's got enough. No, it doesn't have enough speed. It's sweet American food. Sweet, literally. Extra sugar. Alright. Now we're here, and we gotta get there with that ball. All we have is a catapult and 8 dominoes. Oh yeah, cavities! Special abuser as a member of the fighting game community? Fuck. Fucking bullshit. Alright, let's get this lined up. No. I think I can lock this, and it only locks the base. That there. Fucking nailed it. Yeah, it's like, oh. Whatever. They get so locked in on, it's like I've dedicated any amount of time to like caring about this person, so it's like, oh, it doesn't really matter what they did. I'd rather just watch them do more of... I should stop doing that, because I know that's allowed. They get so locked in on a person. They've, like, sunk their... It's like a sunk cost fallacy kind of thing. Alright. So this one... You gotta knock that down to make that ball roll. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. So we've got some of the splitters to use now. So yeah, we've got 2 balls, a silver one and a non-silver one, a green one. So we'll need to divide them using one of these dividers. And then use the silver one to hit that to knock it out of the way. And then the green one we'll have to snake down around. So let's start by using one of these splitters. So there's 2 options here for these splitters. There's this one, which is kind of a horizontal one, and then there's this guy, which is a vertical one, so it drops down in. I don't think we need both for this level. I think they just give you both as an option. So let's just... Oh, right, I haven't actually... Forgot that I haven't actually done this level yet. Oops, don't want that frozen. Okay. I don't think that's going to be in the way. I should be able to work around that no matter what. Okay, so in this case, we got our silver ball going that way. Now, one thing is you can't... Oops, shit. It's just not particularly easy, but you can adjust those. I'm not going to, because I'll just live with it. But you can adjust which way those start, if it mattered. In this case, it's fine, though. We will just kind of live with it. So, over here, we pretty much want to just get this dropping. Oh, we want that in freeze mode. We want this to pretty much just drop straight down. And then, ooh, whoa, oh, I see. It doesn't like my head being inside that wall. Okay, so then let's take one of these. I think that'll land in that. Oops, I didn't see exactly where that fell. I think it's fine if I just do a little bit of this, do a little bit of that. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Then I just need to snake it over this way. That's good. And then we just want a relatively tight corner here. Don't know if I actually want this. I think that's... Oh. That's too tight. I think what I want... actually use one of these. Maybe I actually don't even want that corner piece there. Might just want to slowly do kind of jankies like that to get that around that corner. I think this is a little... little too much space being taken up there. Maybe don't even want that. Oh, I'm getting some weird lagginess here. Wonder what's going on in my computer now that it's like, oh, I got other things to take care of. Take higher priority than your VR bullshit. That was kind of weird. Okay, that's working as expected. The annoying thing here is that block in the back kind of gets in my way. And it still works. The question is, does that work consistently? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, that's enough to make that work. So then I just need to kind of get this down here slow enough that that thing is open by the time we get there. This one. Drop down a little bit. You can kind of twist it out that way. What I'm going to try and do is use that. I think that'll work. Yep. How many of those drop downs do I have? Got lots of those. Okay. We can kind of zigzag back and forth a couple times here. Maybe just do one more. The interesting thing here is I don't actually have anything from which I can actually attach. So we're going to just make yourself some support structure there. All right. And a little bit more support structure there. Come on. Right. The problem is we can't have this. We've got to be careful because otherwise we'll block this thing from spinning out of the way. So what I almost need to do is I need to extend this and then we'll drop down into that, I think. Nailed it. Yeah, like look at that. That's like, let's just watch this whole thing from afar here. Those split. That guy drops, which brings that open. Ridiculous. Alright, so this one, we're now going there, but we gotta get the ball from here, but there are 3 balls here. So now we have to sort out specifically the ball that we want, but we also have to hit both of these out of the way. So we got to use those silver balls to do those kinds of things. How do I want to do that is the question. I guess, what do I have? I got spinners. Spinners are always the Talos principle in VR. I forgot about that game, but I think I thought about it, but I couldn't remember what it was called. I was thinking of The Witness, but Talos Principle is actually the game that I was thinking of. I feel like it has a VR version. I'm not sure. I haven't played that game. If it has a VR version, I might look into it. Okay, so yeah, so like I was saying, those spinner things are always the answer to ascending. That's just how you do it. Possibly the funniest part of me playing this game right now is while I'm responding in chat, I'm moving my hands. I mean, oh, you mean it on the camera, or just me having to go over and look, or just me like doing stuff at the same time? Okay, so this I want to bring this. Oh yeah, just like my general flailing. Okay, so I need to actually adjust where those are, but conceptually, that's what we want to do. Do that. Oops, that's not how I wanted to do that at all. So that would do that. Wait, how close am I to the... Oh, that's a window. That's right. Yeah, I definitely have space back here. I want to... How does saving work? It's just generally auto-save. So, like, anytime you even place a block... My cable is... I'm not sure if I've... Anytime you place a block, it seems to save. I think I've done too many spins here. Like, because the Quest version kind of crashes a lot, in my experience. But I literally never lost any progress. So even if it crashed, it was like, oh, well, everything is exactly where I expected it to be. Okay. Just trying to... Fuck. Damn it. Oops, I didn't... Okay. I want that to be there. Okay. So it is now 11, but we should be able to finish this level. So what do we got? We got another one of these splitters. So okay, so now we're at the point where we just need to get these balls doing what we want. So our green one comes, so we get 2 on this side, basically, is, I guess, the real thing. So step 1, let's take this guy, Over like that. What? Excuse me? Ooh, that actually almost did what I even wanted it to do. I wonder if I just added a very slight extension here, kind of like that. No, it did not do what I wanted. Okay, fine. So we will take that, put it down here for the time being. Take this guy, make this drop down. Take that. That should be good. Just make sure that works as expected. Yep. Oh, right. Right. Yes, this one I kind of need to do this one first, because otherwise this jams on there. So I've kind of fucked that up. That's weird. Fuck. Come on. Fuck out of here. Make ourselves a little funnel. Okay. I'll use one of these. I think that should work. Okay, so that's step one. Step two, to take, actually I can maintain a lot more height if I use the vertical one. So I might do that. Because I do still need to keep this relatively high up so that I can hit that guy. So use this one. Okay, ideally, there we go. Ideally, we'd start it that way. So that's what I was talking about before, how you can adjust those so that our green ball goes this way, which means we can more easily divert the other one the other direction. I just do that. I think that'll work. Yep. Okay. And we should just be able to use. But that's not that's not the piece that I wanted. Boop. Wanted this long straight one. And what I want to do is just a little bit more distance here, and then we'll use a tight corner. That. should knock that over. That works. It's a little risky there, but we get the jam, so that's fine. Alright, so then we just need to get this exit over there. So let's start by putting a drop here. Whoa! Okay, that was kind of weird. We don't want to drop this too far. We also need a little bit of structure here, so just do a bit of that. And then we'll go from here. Let's see if that works. It'll work if I make it work. There we go. Now we'll just get this over here. Shouldn't be too bad. It out a little bit there. Let's see. Let's also go like that a little bit, just so that we have a bit of something to roll into here. I don't know, is that gonna work? Maybe. Not quite. Almost. We're almost there. We can make it work. Fuck! Alright, let's fix that issue then by making this have a bit less slope. And we can add, oops, shit, one of these dropping things, because that really slows things down. Oh, motherfucker. So that... Why is that, like, getting jammed now? Oh, we can fix that. Shit. By just cramming a little bit of something in here to stop it from jamming there. Damn it! Wait. Oh, I see. It's not actually jamming where I thought it was. It's jamming on this piece. Nailed it. Alright, let's watch that from the top here. Let's get the whole view on this. So step one, boom. Yeah, that's good. Alright. So I think that is a good place to stop. I will just bring that up so that we can see what we're looking at for the next level. I think that's a good spot to stop. Where the fuck am I? There's what I'm looking for. So we'll. What day is it? It's Friday. So tomorrow would be randomizer Saturday. I think we're just gonna keep going with VR because I've got this room like really fucking torn apart all pushed apart to do this. So I think we'll just keep going with VR for the time being. Also, I need to move that scene to the top of my list. So yeah, I think this was cool, and I am excited to look back at the video to see how well this actually turned out. But it seemed like it worked. Chat was readable. The only, I guess, other thing that I need to do is make it so that I can see my alerts in stream. But other than that, or in game rather, other than that, I think it's all good. So yeah, thanks for watching and good night.